The original Guitar Hero released in 2005, reimagining performance as play. Friends and family gathering around the living room to simulate what it was like to be a real rock star. The guitar-shaped controller is unique because it introduced a fascinating new way to play along to music. As fans of music culture and Guitar Hero, we know how both the controller and the real thing are played. Instead of taking the time to learn strings, the player pressed buttons to match rhythms to play along to a song. In this video, I look a little deeper and examine how the game created a subculture of digital musicians, a player whose gameplay and physical actions are witnessed by an audience. In a way, the gameplay and consumption of the game have become the very thing it tried to simulate. The performance starts with the controller, as it acts very similar to a normal guitar, and encourages the same swagger and practice routine to nail difficult songs. There's a choice of how to represent yourself as the performer. The original game comes with one choice, the Guitar Hero SG, whose real-life counterpart is inspired by the Gibson SG. This is just one of the many guitars that came out in the original lifespan of the Guitar Hero franchise. All of the guitars have a real-life counterpart that they were inspired by. The game, with its own unique song selections and the guitar add-on you choose to buy, all contributed to your persona. Are you emulating your favorite rocker or trailblazing your own stardom? In this part of the video, I'm referencing the original franchise produced by Harmonix and Red Octane. And yeah, I exclude the mobile games and installations for the Nintendo DS. Some Guitar Hero songs are harder to nail than just playing the guitar. I can play power chords on a guitar, but I'd have to really sit down and learn to play a full song on Guitar Hero. Even if you could play guitar, the controller puts everyone on a level playing field at the start, offering a unique musical experience. This physical performance to the music through gameplay is a term scholar Kiri Miller defines as schizophonic performance, in her 2009 journal, Schizophonic Performance, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, and Virtual Virtuosity. So you're not actually playing the guitar, but the gameplay and schizophonic performance opens the possibility of a new interpretation of live performance, play in itself. So now we can see Guitar Hero gameplay as a standalone performance in itself. So the end of the original Guitar Hero franchise was just the beginning for the creative development amongst a dedicated fanbase. Custom songs and controller modifications held the Guitar Hero fanbase together and helped create a lasting legacy and market demand for this style of gameplay. Even in 2025, there are modded ways to play the game, a reimagined version of it in Fortnite, and an officially licensed Gibson game controller. So moving on to Guitar Hero's unofficial legacy, I'm going to talk about the cultural construction that led to Clone Hero and Fortnite Festival. When the original Guitar Hero ended, fans kept the original series spirit alive through games like Clone Hero 2017. This is the most popular recognized mod of the original game, and the easiest way to play fan-created levels that push boundaries of what is possible with the original game. Like, look at this. Nuts! Bruh. Media theorist Juiced Rassen calls this element of participation construction, when players don't just interpret the original game, but build entirely new content. It's fans creating a lasting legacy for Guitar Hero gameplay, showing that there's an existing community and a market interest. Streamers like Acai embody a digital performer. Seeing Guitar Hero gameplay as a standalone performance, he garners big audiences and tons of views playing along to an assortment of fan-made levels. He challenges, engages, and educates the community on the most recent updates and constantly pushes the possibilities of the game. To me, he is a digital performer and a new age kind of rock star guitar player. His gameplay and live streams are essentially live concerts. It's fascinating because what used to be an imitation has become a standalone production with an audience demand. Then there's the controllers that followed the end of the franchise. And yes, there are official releases for new game adaptations, but I think the modded ones are the most interesting and speak for the dedicated fanbase. Reconfiguring the controller and modding them for competitive gameplay, live streaming, and impactful performances. Fans experimented and tweaked mechanics to create the smoothest gameplay, and this is what really brings custom controllers to life. And in 2025, Cracked released this awesome controller that really displays how far the Guitar Hero community has come in the last 20 years. Acai actually assisted in the testing of the controller, and welcomed it to his community and the Guitar Hero community as a whole in multiple reviews. I wish I had my hands on it, but this thing is clearly designed for the smoothest gameplay and a new era of dedicated players. It's a testament to how the existing players have shaped the game. Even without consistent game releases from Harmonix, the controller is an official collaboration with Gibson, And now Epic Games acquires Harmonix and releases Fortnite Festival. And I can't help but think this is because of the dedicated fanbase that saw value in the game far after it disappeared. And now new players get to have a similar experience in a game as big as Fortnite. On top of that, players online have found it possible to use both old, new, and modded controllers in Fortnite Festival. To the players who have figured out how to use the controllers and are teaching others, this is just a gift to the community. As a musician myself, I see it as proof that this type of gameplay is a musical performance itself, and the controller is the instrument for it. From 2005 to 2025 marks 20 years of interest in digital performance. It's come a long way and has been heavily shaped by the fans.